Opportunity to show you just some of the most current books that I'm kind of reading and going through. Well, every metaphysician has to have the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. This is the law. You will not understand the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, the 5 baskets of Buddha, unless you understand the metaphysical meanings behind certain terms and phrases like mountain and fire and water. What do these things mean metaphysically? You got to get yourself a copy of this. Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. These are just a few things. This is Leaves of Gold. This is a very rare book. You're not going to find this really just in your bookstore. And all it is paragraphs of wisdom. You know, obscuring truth, renewal, closed doors. When God shuts a door, he opens a window. How many times have you heard that? But this is just a rare book like that. Ego Trip's Book of Rap List, more on the hip hop side, but this too is a Bible. No metaphysician is a true metaphysician without the Krs One ruminations. Waging Peace by Scott Ritter. Scott Ritter was one of the first UN chief inspectors to go into Iraq and determined that Iraq had no weapons of mass destruction. He was then fired for that claim, or pushed to the side for that claim, and turns out that he was absolutely correct, and we got into an illegal war over falsified information. He then wrote another book called Waging Peace. Now, mind you, he's a Marine, and he's telling you from a Marine's point of view how to wage peace like you would wage war. This book is excellent. You need to go get it. Scott Ritter. Focus on this. I want you to look at this book here, okay? This is for all Bible scholars. This is called the hexapla. Those in seminary school know what the hexapla is. It is 6 versions of the Holy Bible. You have the Wycliffe version, which is the first English translation. You have the Tyndale version. You have the Cranmer version, the Geneva version, the Reims version, and the Authorized King James version, along with the Greek at the top. So you really have 7 books, 7 different Bible versions in this one book. But it's called the hexapla because the English versions are out in rows of 6. This is excellent. As you can see, it is torn up. It is a rare book. This is H. Rap Brown. Die, nigga, die. This is the truth right here. This book here, I save it, and it's getting tattered and torn up because H. Rap, notice the middle name Rap. Now this book, if I open it up to you real quick, I want you to see inside. Look here, it says New York, 1969. Now most of the rap books that are out, books like Can't Stop, Won't Stop, which is right here. These kinds of books have hip hop starting in 1973 with Kool Herc. But when you do a little scholarship, you find that in 1969, hip hop existed. When you read this guy's book, you will see, first of all, he was an MC, and he wrote his rhymes in the book. These are his rhymes. This is my man's rhymes. And, this is how he got down. So dudes was rapping on the corners of New York in 1969. But let me even go further than this. In the book, he talks about battling, which was called the Dozens back in the days. He talks about battling other MCs in 1954. And guess where he's battling other MCs in 1954? He's battling MCs in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1954. So where does hip hop start, man? And where does it begin? When we say, where does hip hop begin? Where does hip hop start? Look here. Paul Strathern, Napoleon in Egypt. In this book, this guy Paul talks about Napoleon as a graffiti writer and how he and his men, his soldiers, tagged their names in the sarcophaguses of the pharaohs. They wrote on the tombs, on the walls, everywhere. Napoleon to this day got a graffiti tag in the pyramids of Egypt. That's here in this. Last night a DJ saved my life. Excellent book. Bill Brewster, Frank Broughton. Excellent book in terms of the history of the DJ in the Bronx. Take a look at the first turntable they got in here. This is the first turntable, custom-made double turntable built in 1955 by Edward P. Casey of the Bronx. Puts a crossfader on this. Man, hip-hop is brilliant. Another Bible. This is an excellent Bible. This is called the Peshitta Bible. It is the translation from the original Aramaic into English. The original Bible went from Aramaic to Greek to English. This goes right from the Aramaic right into the English. And there's certain cultural idioms that the English people didn't know when they was translating that Arabs have been fighting about for years. Get yourself a copy of this, the Lamza version. Here talks about President Ronald Reagan as a DJ. He started out his first job, his first career job in the public was a DJ. He started out, his name was Dutch, DJ Dutch. That's President Ronald Reagan right here. How more inspiring can world history be to those who claim they are hip hop?